Hi, I'm Philli and I'm a professional chef. I've partnered with Opihr Gin as a spice pioneer. Today in the masterclass, I'm going to show you how to use spice through a selection of small plates. For my first dish, I'm going to be making korma-spiced halloumi glazed with honey and topped with desiccated coconut. This is going to be served with a coriander chutney. This dish is inspired by Opihr London Dry Gin. This dish has got flavours of cumin, cardamom and pepper running through the spice mix. Let's get started. First up, I'm going to be making the spice mix. I'm going to be using coriander seeds. These have got a beautiful fragrance to them. When you're looking for coriander seeds, you want like as green as possible. The browner they are, the darker they are means that they've actually been over-roasted. Now add a few cardamom pods. These are actually used in the Opihr original dry gin. We want to break these up because this releases the aroma and the flavour of the cardamom. I'm going to crack in a cinnamon stick. Just going to add a little bit of heat as well as spice to the dish. I'm going to add a few cloves. You need to be careful when you're adding cloves because they can be really overpowering, but they're super important for the spice blend. Cumin is a base flavour for your spices. This is really important. Cumin and coriander work in harmony together and they complement each other in flavour. I'm gonna add a cheeky bay leaf, just crack that in. And a beautiful star anise. Just add one because they can be really powerful in flavour as well. When you smell the fennel, you can smell that really anise flavour, and this is going to add a little bit of fragrance to the spice blend. I'm going to use a few black peppercorns. These are also found in Opihr Original Dry Gin. This is going to add a beautiful background heat to the masala spice blend. And then finally, one dried chilli is going to go in the mix. Now, if you don't like spice, don't add this at all, but I think it just adds a little extra dimension to this spice blend. I'm gonna start to crush this in a pestle and mortar. You wanna get this as fine as possible. I mean, if you want to stick it in a blender, that's absolutely fine, but I'm gonna use my arm muscles. Once you've really ground the spices down, you will have a beautiful blended spice mix. You always want to check the flavour of the spice blend, which many people don't actually do. So you just want to stick your finger in and give it a little taste and make sure the flavours are to your preference. This is a masala and this is what we're going to be using to coat the halloumi. I'm going to serve the halloumi with a spiced coriander chutney. I'm going to be using a little bit of ginger, which is used in the Opihr gin. I'm just going to grab a little bit of coriander, green chilli, and a bit of ginger, as well as a few cumin seeds to add a little bit of spice to the mix. I'm going to roughly chop up the coriander. Half a chilli. I'm just going to use half a green chilli to add a bit of heat. A few cumin seeds, which is also found in Opihr. And then slice up ginger. People always remove the skin of ginger, but the skin actually has a load of flavour in the ginger. And we're going to use a little bit of lemon as well. It's going to add nice acidity to the chutney. I'm going to throw this all in the blender and whiz it up, and it's going to be a beautiful green spice chutney. Stick all the coriander in as neatly as possible. A few slices of green chilli. A little bit of ginger, unpeeled. And then the cumin. You can add a pinch of salt. I'm just gonna finish this with a bit of lemon juice and then whiz it all up. I'm just gonna add a tablespoon of water to the chutney to make it beautiful and smooth. That's gonna help the coriander chutney becomes smooth. Otherwise, you're gonna have a job blending it. And it's as simple as that. That is the coriander chutney done. You just whiz it up, and I mean, fresh, light, and it's gonna balance the beautiful creaminess of the korma-spiced halloumi. I'm gonna grab the masala spice blend and some honey to glaze the halloumi. Now we're ready to barbecue the halloumi. Now, if you don't want to barbecue it, it's absolutely fine. I'm gonna be cooking it in a cast iron pan. So this is completely suitable to do over your hob and in your oven as well. I'd be cooking it just over the frying pan for a couple of minutes and then pop it in your oven at 180 for about 10 minutes and then you're good to go. It's beautiful outside, so I'm gonna barbecue it and make use of this beautiful British weather. Let's get barbecuing. The halloumi is now beautifully glazed. It's been cooking for about 10 minutes. And I mean, you can see all the spices running through this. The halloumi is beautifully glazed and it's juicy and it's topped off with those spices from the masala spice blend. This plate is super simple. I'm just gonna add the halloumi directly to the plate and then glaze it, reglaze it with a bit more of that honey spice mix. I mean, look at that. Yum. I'm literally salivating. I'm gonna finish this off with a bit of desiccated coconut to give it a little bit of crunch. And I think it just looks beautiful. And then a spoonful of the coriander chutney. And that is korma-spiced halloumi topped with desiccated coconut and coriander chutney.